on sign of Christ, right? Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah. It's in the chat.
What's the matter? Where's the chat? What's the chat? It's like comment right there. Sure. It's like comment. Okay. It's a lot here. didn't give me an option to send it.
That's what you have to do.
It's a lot.
Sorry. All right, let's get it rolling real quick here. All right, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yashar to the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Athon, Bashem Yashar to the sisters. I'm priest officer of 5,000, Shalai Yala, of course, representing the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA. As y'all all know, we've been established since 1969, going on the streets, to the corners of the earth, letting people know that we are the true Jews of the Bible, that so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans are the chosen people of God, and that the oppressor is the absolute devil that the Bible speaks of. In this filthy, disgusting society that we live in, we already know the atrocities that we're facing at the hands of the police, at the hands of the, of course, the government, at the hands of so-called militias and left wings and right wings and so forth and so on. We see the atrocities we've been facing here through the past 400 years plus. You see how the so-called Hispanic brothers and sisters at the borders are being kidnapped and separated and destroyed and killed and murdered and raped and misplaced and mistreated and everything else. You know, we already see the 64,000 plus Black women that are missing, being traded off into sex slaves and everything else. We see these atrocities that's going on, man. We see we're dying of high blood pressure, diabetes, everything else under the sun is killing us and murdering us and benefiting from our bloodshed. And such a treacherous place like America has to pay. They have to pay for all of the bloodshed, for all of the mistreatment, for all the slavery, for all of their hatred, for all of their racist systems and so forth and so on, for all the incarceration, for everything that they've done against us. They have to pay for this, and God's going to make them pay. If he didn't make them pay, then God wouldn't be considered a just God. And we serve a just God who won't allow wickedness to go unanswered. We serve a God that will not allow the righteous to be rained upon by such disgusting, filthy people as its oppressor. Who's oppressor? The same people that share the same bloodline as Donald Trump and Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and Abraham Lincoln and George Washington and Seinfeld and whatever other creature you can think of. Same people that share their bloodline in the Bible. Who are they? Of course, Esau, the Edomites. You understand? Anybody out there saying that the Arabs are Esau, you're just sick and dumb and stupid and simple and you just don't know anything because you're not in class, which you need to be. According to the Bible, Esau is the progenitor of the white race, and the white race is and will always be considered the devil that the Bible speaks of. What does devil mean? Devil means deceiver. And there's nobody on the face of the earth that does not deceive any more than this white man, this Caucasian man, so-called European, cave beast, whatever name you want to name. Nobody is a greater deceiver than they are.
Right.
Absolute deceivers, liars. You can ask the so-called Native American Indians how many trees were broken. You can ask anybody you know that is not a part of that oppressive, disgusting race of people, how many times they've been backstabbed, hoodwinked, tricked, lied to, and deceived by this disgusting, filthy beast that we are oppressed by. You understand? Right. You can see, look at George Floyd, the same oppressor that had his knee on his neck, suffocating that black man to death, was the same white man he worked with. You understand? And guess what? Your coworkers will do the same thing to you if they have an opportunity to. If they have so-called permission or feel justified in doing such, they'll put a knee on your neck just as well. You understand? Just as well. I'm sure the same people that rushed into Breonna Taylor's home and shot her half to death, I'm sure there's been some crime scene to where she was on that crime scene with the ambulance, picking up a victim, and I'm sure they probably was familiar with that black woman. But instead, you know what they did? Go in there, shoot her to death, arrest her boyfriend, and so on, and make that family's life a living hell while taking the sister's life. You understand? We're going to start off with Galatians 6 and 7. And we're going to talk about how this filthy, disgusting society is going to pay for everything that they've done to us, and they deserve to get revisited by the Most High God. Let's go to Galatians 6 and 7.
Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The powers is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on. Salaki, can you read it one more time? Salaki.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7.
We're in Galatians 6, verse 7, King James Version Bible. All right.
Be not deceived.
Yeah, don't be deceived. Don't think anything other than what's about to be said. Go ahead.
The powers is not mocked.
God is not to be mocked. You understand? A lot of people say mock means you're copying what somebody's saying. And stop mocking me. That's not mocking. Mock means to be made fun of, to be played for as a fool. And God's not to be played for as a fool. You understand? He's not to be joked around with. He's not the one to prank. He's not the one to do the candy camera on. He's not. That's not who God is. God is a man of war. You understand? And when you're a man of war, that means you're focused and on a target. You're focused on a goal. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the God that we serve. God we serve a God that is of war and all about war. And the people that He chooses to be in His military are soldiers. You understand? He's not to be played with or joked with at all. Let's keep going.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Now, what a man soweth is what he reap. Now, pretty much is whatever you put in is what you get out of it. And this Caucasian man, this oppressor, has put in a lot of blood, a lot of pain. You understand? He's putting a lot of murder, a lot of rape, a lot of kidnapping. You understand? He put in a lot of back whippings. He put a lot of children, a lot of our children in swamps and used them for alligator bait. You understand? He took a lot of our black skin and made shoes and belts and bookcases and everything else. He's put in a whole lot. And what he put in, guess what? He will reap. What does that mean? He's going to get back everything that he put in. You understand? He's going to get it back, and he deserves to get it back. If you can take the skin off somebody's back and make it a purse and give it to your wife as a gift, you are a disgusting, filthy, cannibal animal, just an absolute beast, and you deserve to be killed. You deserve for God to kill you. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and kill any oppressor or kill anybody that's a heathen that's coming up against him. I'm not saying that. Of course, you defend yourself in any situation. But what I'm saying is God is going to kill them. God's going to give them exactly what they deserve.
That's right.
And we can't wait for that day. You know why? Because it's justice.
Right.
You understand? It's justice. And whatever they put in is exactly what they deserve. You understand? Let's drop that. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 8. We're going to breeze through these scriptures in a sense of just everybody follow along with your pens and your pads or recordings or whatever it is you need to get these scriptures and precepts saturated into your brain. Let's go to Job chapter 4, verse 8.
Job chapter 4, verse 8. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity.
What does it mean, they that plow iniquity? Those who push sin. You understand? And this disgusting society pushes sin. This is why two men can get married. And they're trying to figure out ways that men can have babies out of their goddamn anus. A man defecating out a baby. This is normal in this society. A man can get breast. A woman can get a penis. Not inside of her, but on her. You understand what I'm saying? This is this disgusting, filthy society that we live in. It's legal to get high out of your brains. You understand? It's okay for police officers to shoot unarmed black men, Hispanic men, and body slam and choke young black women and young Latino women and young Native American women. This is a place where they plow iniquity and push iniquity. It's okay to smoke cigarettes and get cancer and gum cancer and tongue cancer and lung cancer and all this stuff. It's okay to do these things because they push sin. They push it. That's their job. They push it. They plant it. They watch it grow. Keep going.
And sow wickedness.
And say it again.
And sow wickedness.
You understand? They sow wickedness. What does that mean? They plant it. You know what I'm saying? They plant wickedness. They plant seeds of wickedness and they watch it grow. You understand? They watch it grow and they benefit from what grows from that wickedness. You understand?
Right.
Look at all the crack and the heroin and the dust and the weed and everything that they planted in the black neighborhood. And guess what? They benefit from that wickedness. How do they benefit? From brothers going to jail, getting free labor, turning brothers and sisters back into slaves. They benefit from the wickedness that they sowed. You understand? And our communities are the place where they sow that wickedness. You know what I'm saying? They plant illegal guns in alleyways and in impoverished neighborhoods. You understand? They starve us and watch us fight each other over the meat. Then they benefit from it in every single way. Let's keep going.
Reap the same.
They're going to reap the same. They're going to get the same thing that they push and they plow and they plant. They're going to get the same exact thing. What does that mean? What they push and they plant and whatever grows, they're going to eat it now. Now it's their time to eat it. It's their time to sit down at the table and eat the same wickedness that they planted for us to eat. The same thing they benefit off of is the same thing that's going to be the cause of their destruction, and they absolutely deserve it. Let's go to Proverbs real quick. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 26. Proverbs chapter 26, verse, let's start at verse, let's see. Let's go to Proverbs 26 and start at verse 27.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
And there you go. You know what I'm saying? And in this wicked society and the oppressors that rule this wicked society, they have dug a pit. This is why the Most High God is burning California down and Washington State and Montana and Oregon and the rest of them states out there. They're burning them up. There's a barbecue going on, and the Most High God is the one that is on the grill. You understand? They dug a pit, and now it's time for them to fall into it. You understand? It's time for them to absolutely fall into it, and they deserve it. It's not like these are innocent people. It's not like their hands are clean, like there's no blood on their hands. There's a lot of blood on their hands, and now it's time to start the washing. You understand? Now it's time for them to get paid back for all of their atrocities, all of the wickedness, all of the sin, all of the iniquity, all of the pain, and everything else that they cause and that they push upon us. Now it's their time. The pit that they dug for us to fall in, as being black people, when I say black, I mean all 12 tribes, we climbed our way out of that pit because that's just how we are. You understand? But they're going to fall in and they're not going to come out of it. And they deserve to be in it and stay in it and live in it and wallow in it and be buried in it.
Right.
Let's keep going.
And he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
You understand? That same stone they try to roll on top of us and crush us, now it's going to crush them. That crack they try to push on us, now is going to crush them. That cocaine they try to crush us with, now it's going to crush them. That hatred that they try to put in between a black man and a black woman, guess what? That same hatred is going to crush them now. You understand what I'm saying? That same white Jesus try to crush us with, now it's going to crush them. You understand? Now it's going to crush them, and they deserve to be crushed. They deserve to have it on top of their goddamn heads. The scriptures say we can't wait to take their little babies and bash their heads against the goddamn stone. You know why? For all the times that they cut the bellies open of our sisters and pulled the babies out and stomped their goddamn brains up the side of their head. For taking our babies and using them as alligator bait. For taking our pregnant sisters and tying their legs to shoot two horses and smacking them in separate directions.
Right.
For those same reasons, now the stone is going to roll on top of their head, and it deserves to crush them. You understand? It deserves to crush them and crumble them into little pieces and flatten them, just like they did, just like they should have. Let's go to the book of Obadiah real quick. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, and let's go to verse 8.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Most High, even destroy the wise men?
Say it again. Destroy who?
Destroy the wise men
Out
of Edom.
of who?
Out of Edom.
You understand? The Most High God is going to destroy the wise men out of Edom. Edom is a place that was inhabited by Esau, who's the progenitor of the white race. You understand? And the wise men are going to be killed out of this so-called disgusting filthy race. You see, Donald Trump has the coronavirus, so he says. You understand? Even if he doesn't have the coronavirus, he's still going to be put to death by the hands of the Most High God. They say Governor Chris Christie has the coronavirus. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Either way, he's going to be put to death at the hands of the Most High God. You understand? Wise men are going to be getting destroyed and killed. They're already hanging themselves and jumping off of buildings and everything, getting burned up out there in California and so forth and so on. The goddamn sun is giving them all types of skin cancer and everything else. Good. You understand? They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Let's keep going.
And understanding out of the mouth of Esau.
You understand? They're going to be absolutely, utterly destroyed. And they deserve to be destroyed, man. It's a beautiful, glorious thing. I hope Trump gets reelected. I hope there's more race riots and wars and more pandemic and more coronavirus. And I hope they come out with a COVID-19,000. You understand? Because you know why? This place deserves it. They deserve it. You understand? Let's keep going.
Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
And they're going to be cut off by slaughter. These so-called Caucasian men you see marching up and down the street, acting like they some type of militia with their guns, and they ain't taking it, and they ain't wearing no mask, and they going up against everybody think that they scared. That what Trump said for them to do, what? Stand back and stand by. The Most High God gonna kill you. You can stand back, stand by, stand high, stand off. You can do whatever the hell you want. The Most High God is going to kill you and your children. You understand? And you deserve to be killed. You deserve to be murdered by the Most High God. You deserve to be slaughtered by the hands of the Most High God. And he is, according to the scriptures, that you will be destroyed because you come from a race of people that is disgusting and filthy, and you're murderers and you're thieves and you're kidnappers and you're rapists and you're arsonists and you're tyrants and you're dictators. You're just disgusted, and the Most High God's going to kill you. And you deserve it. Keep going.
Verse 10. For thy violence.
For the what?
For thy violence.
And for their peace.
For thy violence.
For their love.
For thy violence.
For their honesty.
For thy violence. Against thy brother Jacob.
You understand? For everything you did to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're going to pay for it. You understand? You're going to absolutely pay for it, and you deserve it for the violence you committed against us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. You think you're going to get away? You think Martin Luther King, you thought he was going to have us being some singing, hand-clapping, tambourine banging, stiff-ass Christians, but that's not the case. He Commander Yohanna's raising up soldiers, getting the spirit back into the black men, raising up mighty men and virtuous sisters that know who their enemy is, that know, just like Ecclesiastes 12:10 says, to never trust your enemy. We know that. We know who the enemy is. We know who the enemy is not. The enemy is not of the black man. It's not of the Hispanic man. It's not of the Native American man, woman, or child. Those are my brothers. Those are my sisters. And we need to fix our problems and solve our problems. And how we can start doing that is by knowing who the goddamn enemy is. We can start there to know that that's our enemy. So if that's our enemy, then you must be my friend. You understand? Because that's our enemy. That's what's destroying us both. You understand? And that's what we're raising up here in the Israelite school of UPK. And some may take it as a joke, but guess what? We're going to have the last laugh. You understand? Let's drop down to verse 15.
Verse 15. For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen.
You understand? The day of the Lord is going to be, it's coming upon all the heathens. For the Arabs for coming in our communities, some of those blunt wraps and Lucy's and everything else, that nasty, disgusting chicken they cooking in the same grease for the past God knows how long, them stale beef patties, everything that they doing in our neighborhoods, and having sex with our sisters that need groceries but they can't pay for it, so they close the store and have sex with them, get them pregnant, and go back to goddamn Bangladesh somewhere. They're gonna pay for that. For them Asians beating up on our sisters because they got the nasty, disgusting weaves and so forth and so on, and their nails ain't done properly, and they're arguing about it, so they're gonna try to cut them in their face with razors, beat them with brooms, choke them. For all of that, they're gonna pay for all of that garbage for them. So throwing acid and acetone and everything else all in their face. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna pay for that. They're going to pay for serving us raccoons and rats and mice and cat and dog and calling it chicken and broccoli. They're going to pay for that. You understand? They're going to actually pay for that. Read it one more time, please, sir.
For the day of the Most High is near.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is near. You see everything's burning up. You see coronavirus is tearing their ass up. You see it. You understand? You see that they getting whooped on right now. And this is a beautiful time. Why go out and vote when the Lord's doing such a good job? We don't need Joe Biden. What's the other devil's name? Donald Trump. Who gives a damn about them? You understand? Who gives a damn? And they try to put Kamala Rice, whatever the hell, what's her name? Kamala Harris or whatever her goddamn name is. She's a goddamn East Indian. Just because she got black skin. No, her father from Jamaica. Yeah, he's an East Indian that's from Jamaica. You understand? He is not an Israelite. He's not a black man. He's a stinking East Indian, the same heathens that the Lord said he's going to visit. The same ones. You understand? She's going to get visited too. It's a tough pill to swallow, but goddamn it, swallow it. Keep going, sir.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
You understand? And that's whatever they've done, all the things they've done for having a hand in the slave trade. Don't think them Arabs have a hand in the slave trade. Them fake Jewish people, they had a hand in the slave trade. Them Asians had a hand in the slave trade. They all had a hand. Them Africans had a hand in the slave trade. The white man had a hand in the slave trade. All of them are going to pay for what they did. Now, how can they pay? They had a hand in the slave trade. Well, how are they going to pay since they had a hand in the slave trade? Let's see. Let's drop down to verse 18 real quick.
Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
Yeah, we're going to be a fire. And you can see that fire being kindled in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That fire is being kindled, going out on the streets and making videos and handing out flyers and pushing these camps and pushing this truth and doing everything that we have to do for the Most High God. Family giving up on us, friends giving up on us, jobs giving up on us, everything is giving up on us, but we still pushing this truth. You know why? Because a fire is being kindled. You understand? Let's keep going, sir.
And the house of Joseph aflame.
You understand? The house of Joseph is aflame. What does that mean? Our northern tribe brothers, the Puerto Ricans, they waking up. The Israelites, the Mexicans, they waking up. You understand? The brothers in Venezuela, they hooking up with them brothers out in Trinidad. Guess what? They all waking up. You understand? Everybody's waking up to this truth, man. Keep going.
And the house of Esau.
Oh, but the house of the oppressor. Go ahead.
For stubble.
For what?
For stubble.
Yeah, for stubble. So the fire that the blacks and Hispanics are kindling, guess what? That's going to turn this white man into stubble. You understand? You're going to be burnt to a crisp, down to nothing, desolate. And you deserve it. You deserve every piece of the fire, every inch of the fire. From the tip of your toenails to your goddamn hairline, you deserve to be burned to a crisp through the spirit of the Most High God. You understand? I'm not telling anybody to go out there and burn anybody. What I'm saying is give your life and turn your life back to the Most High God and allow him to burn this wicked society into stubble. You understand? Let's keep going. Let's go to Revelations real quick. Revelation 13 and 9.
Chapter 13, verse 9. If any man,
if who?
If any man,
if any man, woman, or child out there, blacks, Hispanics, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, if you have, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Have an ear.
Have a what?
Have an ear.
Yes. Any so-called black, Hispanic man, Native American man, woman, or child out there, if you have an ear, go ahead.
Let him hear.
If you got an ear, you should hear this truth. You understand? You heard everything else. You heard the Christian pastor. You heard the mosque. You heard the goddamn the Buddhists and the Hindus. You heard the Moors. You heard all of that garbage. It ain't working. Nothing works. You still the same mad nigga that got a temper. You understand? You're still the same sister that get mad and want to go out to the club somewhere and have sex with behind a man's back. Still the same things working. Farrakhan didn't his teachings didn't heal you. Martin Luther King's teachings and Malcolm X's teachings didn't heal. No, it didn't heal. But if you got an ear, listen to this truth. Listen to this truth, and let's tell you something the pastor's not telling you. Let me hip you to something that the Hindu man ain't telling you. You understand? Let me hip you to something. Let's keep reading.
Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity.
Oh, those who lead in the The same heathens that the Lord going to visit. The same ones we just read about. Same ones we just read about in Obadiah that had a hand in our slavery that's going to fall upon their head. How's it going to fall upon their head? They made us captive. And we're still captive in this society. But what did God say about it? Keep going.
Shall go into captivity.
Oh, but the ones that led us into captivity, they're going to go into captivity. It says must go into captivity. Not should, not could, not possibly. It's a high probability. None of that. It said must go. That means it's mandatory. You understand? Excuse me. Shall go. Excuse me. Shall go. Shall go. You understand? It shall means it will happen. It will happen. They shall go into captivity. You understand? It's not a second guess. It's not let's roll a dice and see. No, it's a goddamn guarantee. It's mandatory, according to the Most High God, that they're going to go into captivity. Now, what does that mean? You think Billy Bob Thornton from 1875 is going to raise up out the grave and go into captivity? No, his great grandchildren are going into captivity. You understand? They're going to pay for the iniquities of their father.
Right.
You understand? They're going to go into captivity. And they deserve. Why? Because they benefit from the bloodshed of my people. And I don't benefit from the bloodshed of my people. You understand? And they deserve to be slaves. And they're going to be slaves. Let's drop that. Let's go to Isaiah 33 real quick. You don't keep bouncing around these scriptures, because these scriptures speak a whole lot better than I do. We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 33. We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to thee that spoilest.
You understand? What does woe mean? Woe means death and destruction. W-O-E. Read it one more time, please, sir.
Woe to thee that spoilest.
Yeah, woe to them that destroy. And we know who destroys on this earth. Who else is killing the goddamn, destroying the ozone layer? You think Raheem's doing it? You think Raheem and the Newport he's smoking is destroying the goddamn ozone layer? Who else is causing global warming? Who can mess up the temperature of the earth? You understand? Who can make ice melt out in Antarctica and all? But only the oppressor can do something like that.
Right.
You understand? Who can make bees extinct and buffaloes extinct? And who can do that? Huh? You think Sheila from the 4th floor can do it? No, she ain't doing it. This oppressor's doing. All he does is destroy. He destroys. Who can kill 77 million people? Who can kill 100 million people? Who can shed all that blood and then call it Thanksgiving? Who can do that? There's only one person on earth that can destroy like that. But it's going to be death and destruction to them that cause death and destruction. And it's only fair. Isn't that fair? Let's read it one more time, sir.
Woe to thee that spoilest.
Death and destruction to them that cause death and destruction. Let's keep going.
And thou waste not spoil.
Yeah, they ain't waste nothing. They killing every goddamn thing. Let's keep going.
And dealest treacherous.
And dealest what?
And dealest treacherous.
Oh, lying, sneaky, conniving, backstabbing. You understand? Just treacherous. Treacherous. That's how they built the society, off of their treachery, off of their just lying ways, the deceitful ways. And you know why they deal treacherously with people? Because they are the devils that the Bible speaks of. Right. They're the biggest deceivers on the face of the earth. They destroy and they lie and they're sneaky, every single one. Even the one that thinks she got a big butt and hang with Keisha and then wear the bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. You know what I'm saying? Even her, she's a treacherous, nasty, disgusting, filthy dog. You understand? And she comes from a line of people that destroy and that cause death and destruction and lie. You understand? You know how we know these disgusting people lie? Because Rosewood burned down because of a white woman's lies. Black Wall Street got burned down because of a white woman's lies. Emmett Till got killed and maimed and everything else because of a white woman's lies. Right. You understand? You know why? Because their job is to destroy and lie and be treacherous. That's just them. They can't help it. They can't help it. You know why a snake don't got legs and run? Because it's a goddamn snake. It's made to slither. And they're made to be destructive and treacherous and liars and murderers. You
Right.
understand? Let's keep going.
And they dealt not treacherously with thee.
You understand? Let's keep going.
When thou shalt cease.
Hold on. Let me stop there real quick. Read that one more time. And they dealt not treacherously with thee.
And they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Yeah, we never deal treacherously with this oppressor. He done it to us.
Right.
We didn't kill 77 million of them. We didn't kill 100 million of them. We're not incarcerating them. We're not aborting their babies at a high rate. We're not murdering them and doing it. We're not doing that. You look up white on white crime, it sure beats black on white crime. You understand? We don't deal treacherously with them. We don't try to destroy them and spoil them. Our problem is we try to love them too goddamn much.
Right.
That's the Christian church's fault and the Muslim goddamn mosque and the Buddhist temple and everything else that's outside of the UPK. It's their goddamn fault because we read this Bible. You understand? We know our enemy is. We know it's going to be death and destruction to them. You know why? Because they're full of death and destruction. We know they're liars, and we still don't even deal with them treacherously. But for us not dealing with them treacherously, the Lord's going to deal with them now. Right. You understand? Now the Lord's going to deal with them because they destroy the innocent people, peculiar people to the Most High God, a treasure to the Most High God. They dealt with the wrong. They barked up the wrong tree, to put it in layman's terms. They barked up the wrong tree, and they're going to pay for that. Let's keep going.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
You understand? Now they're going to be spoiled. You understand? Now they're going to be spoiled. They're going to stop destroying and start getting destroyed. And you see the wildfires going on. It's spreading. It's burning places down. All your Merlot and all of that garbage you like to sip over there in Cabernet or whatever that disgusting filth is over there is burning down.
Right.
You understand? But guess what? Niggas are still sipping Wild Hours Rose, I bet. You understand? But your Napa Valley is gone. It's up out of here.
That's right.
Burn it down, and it deserves to be burned down. Let's keep going.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
You understand? And that's what they do. These are treacherous, disgusting, filthy people, man.
Right.
Absolutely disgusting and filthy. And the Bible says that they're liars. And the Bible says they're full of death and destruction. But guess what? They're going to be dealt with death and destruction. Let's keep going. Let's stay in these scriptures and keep rolling. You understand? Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 2 real quick. Let's stay in the book of Isaiah and go to chapter 2. We're going to go to chapter 2 and we're going to start at verse 19.
You ready? Isaiah chapter 2, verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks.
You understand? And this is what's going to happen when this death and destruction start coming upon them, and then Napa Valleys and the rest of their valleys start burning down. They're going to run to the clefts and the rocks and the mountains. You understand? They're going to run and hide and run in caves and bunkers. If you go on YouTube, you can look and see where they're building bunkers under the ground. They building apartments and things under the ground. They think they're going to go down there and enjoy Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think they're going to do. Going down under the goddamn ground. You know what I'm saying? Getting sofas and couches and king-size beds and jacuzzis and things under the goddamn earth. But that's not going to work, not according to the Most High God. Let's keep going.
And into the caves of the earth.
Yeah, they're going to go into the caves of the earth. They're going to carve out a nice space for them in their mountain. Go ahead.
For fear of the Most High.
Yeah, they're going to fear the Most High. Them fires coming from the Lord is going to scare the defecation out of them. You understand? It's going to scare them. All these tornadoes and all these hurricanes and floods and tsunamis and all the rest of this stuff and all the locusts and everything and the separation and how we're going to not celebrate their holidays and not support their businesses and not deal with their white women and white men and how we're going to start doing these things. They're going to smell the Lord's coming for them. They're going to smell the Lord's hot on their trail and they're going to be scared. And they think that they think the Lord can't reach up to the goddamn mountains. Like the Lord can't go into the mountains that He created. You understand? That He gave birth to. You understand? And they think they're gonna be. That's how cocky they are. That's how much pride they got. They think they're gonna run up into some mountains and hide and make a condo penthouses. You understand what I'm saying? Up in the concrete penthouses, up in the cave somewhere. You understand? But it's not gonna work. Let's keep going.
and for the glory of his majesty. His majesty, excuse me, when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
Yeah, he's gonna shake the earth terribly. You understand? And guess what? He's gonna have some help with doing that too.
Right.
He's gonna have some help. He's gonna appoint some men to go out there and help him out with this. And it's gonna be a glorious, glorious day. How do I know that some men are gonna help chase them in these rocks and get them up in these rocks and go up there in these places and under these bunkers and try to find these people? How do I know men are going to be doing that? The Lord's going to appoint some strong, mighty men to do that. You know why? Because in the scriptures. That's how I know. Let's go to Jeremiah 16:16.
Ready?
Come.
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
You're going to send for what?
For many fishers.
And that's what we're doing right now. You see my face on this goddamn screen. That's what we're doing. Is we're fishing. We're fishing mighty men. We're fishing virtuous women.
Right.
We're fishing them into this truth, trying to get them separate from this disgusting society and come back into their true culture. Right. Come back into their true identity. I mean, what the hell did you got to lose? You did everything else and it didn't work. So why don't you come on back to your true identity? That's what we're doing, fishing brothers and sisters in, because it's going to be a great, mighty day when you start coming on in and giving your life to the Lord wholeheartedly, giving your life to the Lord from the inside out. That's how we start this process. Right. You understand? From the inside out is how we make change in here. You understand? And that's what we're doing, fishing brothers and sisters that want to start from the core of their soul and work their way outwards. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're doing here, fishing right now. Let's keep going.
Saith the Most High. And they shall fish them.
You understand? We're going to fish them. You understand? We ain't looking for all the fish. We're looking for the chosen fish. You understand? You go out there and you cast your net and you throw your ugly stick out there to go fishing. No, you ain't trying to catch every goddamn fish in the water. You just want what's sufficient. What the Lord let you catch is what the Lord wants you to have. Well, that's how we fish brothers and sisters here. We ain't looking for every goddamn body because everybody can't make it. So we're looking for the fish that the Most High God chose to be hooked. So if you got an ear and you can hear this, you might be one of those fish that the Most High God is trying to hook. Right. And you should pay attention and take heed to it. You understand? Let's keep going.
And after will I send for many hunters.
Send for what?
For many hunters.
Oh, the Lord said after. I'm going to take those fishermen and the fish, and he's going to make them into hunters. And what you think we're going to hunt? You think we're going to hunt venison, squirrels, and all of that garbage? No, we ain't hunting none of that. We're going for a real hunt. Go ahead, sir.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
From every what?
Every mountain.
Oh, they're going to go up in the caves and make condos up there and penthouses and have elevators and Wi-Fi and PlayStation games and all of the rest of that filthy garbage. And fire sticks and whatever else filth they got up there or trying to have up there. They're going to go up in these mountains and hide just like we just read. Just like we read. But the Lord said he's going to send hunters up into the mountains. You understand? There's no escaping the Lord. Right. There's no escaping. I suggest if you really want justice, you come on and learn to be a fisherman and then learn how to be a hunter. Right. And this is where you learn how to do it. Christian church ain't doing it. All you're doing is sweating that goddamn Dax grease out your goddamn head, sweating all down your suit. You understand? That's all you're doing. Is your grandmother jumping up and down all goddamn day, wig sliding off the side of her face, and them big kajaba melon breasts busting out of that bra and everything else, and then nothing happening. Just a bunch of garbage and filth. You understand? But come on and learn how to be a fisherman and learn how to be a hunter. You understand? Right. Why? Because that's what the Most High God, a man of war, is calling for. You understand? He ain't calling for no sissies, no punks, no half-steppers, no procrastinating, lazy skunks. He's calling for warriors. Right. You understand? Warriors. Brothers that's patient and willing to kill when ordered to by the Most High God. You understand? Right. Let's keep going.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
Every mountain. Go ahead.
And from every hill.
And then every hill, go ahead.
And out of the holes of the rocks.
Out of the holes of the rocks. We just read where they were going to run to and where they're going to hide to. And we just read where we're going to find them at. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we just read where we're going to find them at too. You understand? So you can, you know, old saying, you can run, but you can't hide. Well, here you go. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, well, here you go. It's proof right here in the Bible that you can run, but you can't hide. You understand? You can't hide. You will get caught and you will be brought to justice, man. You understand? This ain't the first 48. You understand? This ain't the first 48. It's way deeper than that, brother. You understand what I'm saying? You need to come on and get down and choose what side you want to be on. You understand? You understand? That's exactly what's going on. And all life is right here in these scriptures, right here. Life is right here. You understand? Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving forward real quick. Let's go to the book of Lamentation. Let's go to the book of Lamentations, and let's start at verse, chapter 3. If you're watching this video, man, like it, share it, subscribe, share it to the earth. You understand? You know why? Because the militia is out there sharing their content right now. They're trying to get every single dirty, disgusting hillbilly from every trailer park in America and every trailer park across the world to join their movement and to join what they got going on. Well, goddamn it, if you love the Lord and you love your people, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, subscribe, and support this truth. Support black business. You understand? Let's go to the book of Lamentations real quick. Salakia, Lamentations chapter 3. Lamentations chapter 3. Okay. And we're going to start at verse 61.
Lamentations chapter 3, verse 61. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Most High, and all their imaginations against me.
Yeah, we heard the reproach. You know what I'm saying? We heard their sin against us. You know what I'm saying? And all the things that they imagined against us had to throw us in the pit. Scriptures say that too. They imagined how to throw us in pits. All of the imaginations they have for us. You understand? Making doing syphilis tests on us, making us test dummies and so forth and so on. You understand? Not just a syphilis test, but all types of tests they used to run on us and use as guinea pigs, making us put bags over our heads and have sex with our mothers. That's where you get the term motherfucker, excuse my language. You understand? Making us have, inbreeding and incesting with each other like some goddamn animals. You understand? All of their imaginations that they thought about us, they actually made come to fruition. They actually made it happen. They sit back and think of sick ways on how to build things, and they use us as the test dummies and the gerbils and hamsters that they want to run that test on. But the Lord knows about it. Let's keep going.
Verse 62. The lips of those that rose up against me.
You understand? Their lips rose up against us. You understand? Their lips rose up against. All they do is use propaganda and so forth and so on, different things that's against us. You understand? Let's keep going.
And their device against me all the day.
You understand? And they all these little devices they use against us. You know what devices they use against us. You know what I'm saying? Money is one device they like to use against us. You understand? Freedom is one device they like to use against us. Let's keep going.
63. Behold, they're sitting down and they're rising up. I am their music.
Yeah, we entertain these people. You understand? LeBron James is music. You understand? And Dwight Howard or whatever other, so Money Mayweather, whoever out there is shucking a job. You know what I'm saying? We're their music. We entertain them and soothe them. You understand? It's, we do bebop and all of that shit. I'm seeing all that garbage, like singing for them and dancing for them and all that other filth. We're just entertainment for these people. Let's keep going.
Verse 64. Render unto them a recompense.
Oh, what's recompense? It's payback. You understand what I'm saying? For them people that use us and we're their music, that use their imaginations against us and devices against us, we're going to render to them payback. What's render? We're going to give back. You understand? We're going to give back to them what they gave to us. Right. We're going to pay them back. Go ahead.
O Most High, according to the works of their hands.
Of whose hands?
Of their hands.
Oh, yeah, for the works of their hands. For what they did against us, for all the bloodshed and the bones they walk on, and for destroying destroying Seneca Village and making it Central Park where these Edomites get to walk their dogs and toss frisbees and kick hacky sacks and play and play acoustic guitars and look at birds and all the rest of that garbage. For everything they did against us, guess what? The Lord's going to pay them back for that. Right. You understand? Let's keep going.
65. Give them sorrow of heart.
Oh, make them feel sorry in their minds. Make them just full of stress, full of post-traumatic syndrome, full of schizophrenia, full of bipolarism. Everything that they gave to us, every mental disease and everything that they gave to us, to them. Give them sorrow of the heart. In the scriptures, your heart means your mind. You understand?
Right.
Give them pain in their mind. You understand? Give it to them. They need Xanax. You know what I'm saying? Give them ADHD now. You understand? They need all of that. They need to have all of that. Give it to them, because they gave it to us.
Right.
They put us in a position to feel this way and be this way. Now it's their turn. Let's keep going.
Thy curse unto them. Verse 66. Persecute and destroy them.
Say it again.
Persecute and destroy them.
The God we serve is a man of war.
Right.
God don't love everybody, and it's not going to be hands. We are the world. That's not true. You understand? That's fake and it's phony and it don't exist. We ain't the goddamn world. And no, we're not holding hands and we're going to march to freedom together. That's filth and garbage. Read it again.
Persecute. And destroy them.
Yeah, that God's going to persecute and destroy. Go ahead.
In anger. From under the heavens of the Most High.
He's going to destroy this earth, man. And it deserves to be destroyed.
Right.
All of the slavery in Jamaica, all the slavery in Haiti, and in DR, and in Puerto Rico, and in Brazil, and in South America, Central America, North America, Canada, wherever a Negro has, when I say Negro, I mean all the tribes. I mean all the tribes, and I'm not saying all the tribes are Negroes, but all the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, wherever we put our foot at, the Lord is going to destroy it. You know why? Because we've been destroyed wherever we put our foot at. There's been death and destruction wherever we go, and it's from their hands, not our own hands. And the Lord's going to pay him back for that.
Right.
And they deserve it. They deserve it. Let's keep going. Let's go to Revelations real quick. Revelation chapter 18. Revelation chapter 18, and we'll start at let's start at verse 1.
Revelations chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power.
Yep.
And the earth was lightened with his glory.
You understand? You've seen a great angel come down. You understand? Everybody know that Christ is going to return to this earth, and he's going to destroy this filthy, disgusting, stinking earth. He deserves it. It deserves to be destroyed. And in the UPK, we're doing everything we can to provoke the Most High God to send our King back and destroy this filthy place. You understand?
Right.
Let's keep going.
Verse 2. And he cried mightily.
And he cried loud. That means he spoke loud. Not that crying you be doing when you lose that oppressor's job he gave you. I ain't talking about that crying. I'm talking about he spoke loudly.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
With a strong voice.
With a strong voice. With a masculine, manly voice. Go ahead.
Right. Saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Is fallen. And is become the habitation of devils.
You understand? The same place like America, the habitation of devils. Babylon is fallen. And you can see Babylon's falling now. Did you see that presidential debate? Had them clowns up there talking, your son did cocaine and he got kicked out. It was a bar conversation they was having up there. You understand what I'm saying? Not that I give a damn. The hell of both of them. I pray the Lord kill both of them.
Right.
But the whole point is this place so-called America and Central America and South America, and like I said, any other place that it holds my people captive, they're going to fall. Specifically America. They are going to fall. Babylon is fallen. America is Babylon. And according to the scriptures, that they are fallen. In the UPK, we have a cadence where we say Babylon is fallen to rise no more. And that's strictly out of the scriptures. You understand? Let's keep going.
And the whole of every foul spirit.
And the whole of every foul spirit. All the homosexuals are here. Right. All the rapists is here. Right. All the serial killers is here.
Right.
All of the mass murderers and people shooting up malls and shooting up churches and shooting daycare centers. All of them spirits rest right here in Babylon.
That's right.
All of them. You wanna wake up and want to be a goddamn bird, you go get a surgery and be a bird. You understand what I'm saying? Because why? All the foul, stupid, corrupt, disgusting, devilish spirits, they all dwell here in America, in Babylon. Keep going, please, sir.
And the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
You understand? Every filth you can think of is right here in America. Every filth you can think of is coming from the spirits and souls and bodies of this goddamn stinking oppressor and the heathens that support them and the heathens that are on their side. This place is full of unclean, disgusting birds. You understand?
Right.
Let's keep going.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All nations drunk off the wine. You understand? And what's the wine? Our blood.
Right.
All nations drunk from that. All of them. The Indians, excuse me, when I say Indians, I'm talking about the Punjabi East Indians, the red dots, they benefit from our bloodshed. The stinking Chinese, the Japanese, the stinking musty Africans.
Right.
I know not the Africans, they're the goddamn Africans. You understand? Them, and any other nation you want to name. You understand? They drunk off the wine. I know some of y'all out there, well, blacks kill blacks too. I know, and they fill the prisons too, and they pay for the crimes they're doing. But these filthy, disgusting bastards are not paying for the crimes they're doing. You understand? An Asian blew goddamn a Kai Gurley's chest out of his blew his heart out of his chest for a Kai Gurley walking down his own hallway. You understand? You understand? Yeah, con. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So when they do these things to us, when they sit there and these oppressors and these heathens do things to us, that's an absolute sign of war. You understand? And the Most High God is a man of war. You understand? And there's a war going on out here. And guess what? They're losing, and they know they're losing. Babylon is falling. It's falling at the hands of the Most High God. And guess what? All these heathens gonna get it too, because they have drunk from the wine of the fornication of this whorehouse that we live in.
Right.
You understand? Let's keep going.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right. And they did this. They get involved with the same filth. You know what I'm saying? The same disgusting garbage that this oppressor get into. Sir, if you want to say something, you can just go ahead and say it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They get into the same filth and disgustingness that this society delivers. They do the same goddamn thing, man. You understand? They're gonna pay for it too, and they deserve to pay for it. They deserve to pay for it. All these stinking heathens. Let's drop down to not Salaki. We can go to verse 4. Salaki.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Yeah, and that's what we got to do now. Come out of her. Stop celebrating these disgusting, filthy holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, like rabbits shoot eggs out of their behind and all of that. That's it, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, 4th of July, whatever you want, any this filth and disgust that they say we should be celebrating, we need to stop celebrating it. You understand? We need to come on out of her. That's one way to start. You understand? How can we come out of her? By us loving each other. You understand? By us loving one another, loving blacks loving blacks, Hispanics loving blacks loving Hispanics, and so forth and so on. For us to come together and gather ourselves together, O nation not desired, like it says in the scriptures. That's one way we can come out of her. You understand what I'm saying? Black Wall Street was developed, you know why? Because they came out of her. You understand? It was unfortunate a white woman was even able to be in Black Wall Street. You understand what I'm saying? Right there, that's a red flag, because we don't want them involved with nothing we do. Right. If we right now in this wicked society, we don't have no choice but to deal with these goddamn devils.
Right.
You understand? We don't have a choice. But when that kingdom comes, it's going to be a whole other situation. You understand? But in order for that kingdom to come and we can have our own goddamn thing, first we got to come out of her right now. And I don't mean leave and get on a ship and go back to Ghana. They asking people to come back to Ghana. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Stop with the garbage and filth, man. You understand? Don't run to Ghana. You ain't going nowhere but run to another hellhole. That's all you're doing. And you ain't from Ghana anyway. That's just the place where they shipped your ass off at. Right. You understand? Yeah, you ain't from Ghana. You just came through Ghana to get over here to pick cotton and sugar cane and everything else over here. You understand? Bunch of filth and disgust. But right now, what we need to do is come out of Babylon spiritually. Let's keep going.
that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Yeah, we ain't here to be homosexuals, be high, abort babies, murder, kidnap, steal, lie, be treacherous, be deceitful. We ain't here for that. That's not what we're here to do. That's not our culture. That's not our spirit. That's not. We can't be partakers in their sin. And that's what they're trying to do. That's why you got women singing about WAP and all of this and shaking and gyrating and wearing thongs all on TV and so with a song, because it's cool for a black woman to be a whore. But guess what? That's not our culture.
Right.
That's not our true culture. A black woman, the scriptures say that our woman was so tender and delicate, they wouldn't even put their feet on the ground. Now, black woman, don't you want a black man to love you like that? To where he love you so much, he don't even want you to put your feet on the dirty, filthy, disgusting ground. That means you must be getting carried. You must be on his back. You know what I'm saying? You must be getting chauffeured around somewhere to where your beautiful feet won't even touch the ground. Now you want to put your knees on the ground and twerk while some oppressor put $1 in your ass. You understand? Being partakers of their sin, man. Let's keep going.
And that ye receive not of her plague.
You understand? The plague, the coronavirus. You don't want the coronavirus? You better come on out of America, man. You better come on back to the Most High God. You understand? If you don't want the coronavirus, you don't want AIDS, you don't want cancer and diabetes and so on and so on, really give your life to the Lord, man. Really give your life to the Lord. I ain't talking about no, God know my heart. He know that I really mean well. You know, not that. He know you mean well by what you do. He know your heart because he see the goddamn garbage you're doing.
Right.
He know your heart. You know you ain't supposed to be smoking weed and eating pork, but you're gonna do it anyway and say, God know my heart. Yeah, he know your heart because he see what the hell you're doing.
Right.
He knows your heart. Can you imagine somebody raping your niece or raping your daughter? And as he's raping her, well, God knows my heart. Yeah, he know your heart because he see you raping.
Right.
So who the hell do you think you are? You don't want to be a part of plagues? Come out of America, because America is going to get more plagues. There's going to be more coronavirus. There's going to be more flu, more Ebola, more what's the other things? Swine flu and swine number 9, all of whatever garbage is coming out. It's all coming. And if you don't want it, if you want some insurance, here it is right here.
Right.
This is better than Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Empire, United Healthcare. Medicaid is better than all of that right here. You understand? This is what we're going to need.
Right.
Let's keep going. Salaki, let's drop down to verse 6.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Oh, the same thing America gave us, Most High God's going to give them.
Right.
Right? The same treatment that we got, now it's time for them to get the treatment, but in a righteous manner, because we don't rape. You understand? We don't rape children. We don't rape women. We don't rape men. We don't do nothing wicked. So everything that they're going to get back, they're going to get it because they deserve it. They're going to get it out of righteousness. As we say in UPK, they're going to get it out of love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But love for our people. So now you're going to get the same thing. But how are you going to get the same thing? Let's keep going.
And double.
And what?
And double.
Oh, you're going to get double. You're going to get it double. You understand? So if you gave me 1, I'm going to give you 2. You gave me 3, we're going to give you 6. You're going to get it double. Go ahead.
Unto her double.
Oh.
According to her work.
Oh, yeah. So everything you did, you're going to get it back double. You killed our children. You murder 500,000 black and Hispanic babies a year. Well, we're going to have to double that on you.
Right.
Righteously, of course. You killed 100 million slaves on the way over here to ruin our lives and put chains on our necks and beat us and lynch us and burn us. 100 million? Well, we're going to have to pay you back for that. You deserve 200 million of yours to die.
Right.
According to the scriptures. I'm not making this up. And I know Pastor Pedophile's not telling you this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know, and I know Malcolm Z ain't telling you this either. You understand? And Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? I know they're not telling you this. See, Commander Junior Yohahanna's telling you this. You know why? Because in the Bible.
Right.
Because in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? And they're going to get paid back double for everything they did, and they deserve it. Let's keep going.
In the cup which she had filled, to her double.
Say it read it one more time, Baba Shah.
In the cup which she had filled to her double.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna get a double shot of death, a double shot of destruction, a double shot of sorrow, a double shot of pain. You're gonna get it double, and you deserve it.
Right.
You understand? You absolutely deserve it. Let's let me see real quick. Let's keep going.
Verse 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Yes, they lived deliciously off of us. As we struggled and lived in hell and lived in poverty and lived in regret, lived in depression, they lived deliciously. Do you know what it means to live deliciously? I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you are living in the lack of luxury. You understand? You live in the lack of luxury. What was that show that used to come on back in the day? Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, man. Forgot that cracker's name. I mean, that devil's name. They used to host that show. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he's probably dead. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. You understand? But they live deliciously here in America. They live deliciously everywhere off our backs. You understand? I met a white woman at one of my the slavery I had, and she said she was from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And I said, damn, I know a brother from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And they got two totally different views of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. She was rich. My brother that's in the school, he did not live rich. You understand? She lived deliciously over there in Haiti. My brother was eating mud cookies with no shoes on his feet. You understand? And looking for the first banana boat that was floating over here.
Right.
You understand? So let's keep going.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
Yeah, for living deliciously, they're gonna get torment and sorrow, and they deserve it. You're gonna see how delicious that tastes. Let's go on.
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen.
Ooh, they feel like they high and mighty. America, the biggest whore on the face of this earth, said, I am a queen. Go ahead.
And I'm no widow. And shall see no sorrow.
They don't think nothing's ever going to happen to them. Nothing's ever going to happen. They think they're the best country on earth. They can beat everybody and defeat everybody, but you can't defeat the Most High God. You understand? America cannot beat the Most High God. And in their mind, they think the Most High God's on their side. They think that white boy that they call Jesus is on their side. Now, a black man named Yahawashi Mashiach is on our side.
Right.
You understand? And you're going to pay back and you're going to eat. Everything tastes delicious now, but it's about to get real sour in a minute, real bitter in a minute.
That's right.
Let's keep going.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
And what?
In one day.
In one day, coronavirus came. You understand? And one day, coronavirus came, and it's still here. It's going to come back another day as well. Let's keep going.
Death.
Oh, death. Go ahead.
And mourning.
And mourning. All of these things is going to come to America, and it's here. And they know death is coming. They know more death and more mourning is coming. You understand? You think a mask and some goddamn hand sanitizer is going to get you through it? I think not.
Right.
You understand? I think not. Mask and sanitizer that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. Mask and sanitizer have been out for a long time. Niggas still get a cold. You understand? That ain't helping. If the Lord wants you, he wants you. And he's going to get you. Let's keep going.
And famine.
Oh, no food. No food. You better go to the Piggly Wiggly and Kroger's and Stop and Shop and ShopRite and C-Town and Food Town and any other goddamn food market in your neighborhood. You better go to it and stock up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming. Let's keep going.
And she shall be utterly burned.
Ooh,
with fire.
Ooh, California is going to be what? Burned with what?
With fire.
Oregon is going to be burned with what?
With fire.
Half of America is burning right now with what?
Fire.
Oh, they burning with fire right now.
With fire.
Yeah, it's burning right now, man. The Quran ain't telling you that. You understand?
Right.
That preacher with that S curl, he ain't telling you that either.
Right.
He ain't telling you that. Big mama with the fruit basket on her head, she ain't telling you that either.
Right.
You understand? Your sissy brother that's banging on that goddamn organ, singing a solo, he ain't tell you that either.
Right.
America's going to utterly burn.
Right.
You understand? And it's going to see plagues and death and mourning and famine. You're seeing it right now. You're seeing it right now. Let's keep going.
With fire.
Go ahead.
For strong is the Most High.
You gonna say it again?
For strong is the Most High power.
Go ahead.
Powers who judgeth her.
Yeah, the Most High God is judging, and He's strong, boy. He's strong.
Right.
Who can stop His fires? Who can stop His wind from blowing? His tornadoes, His earthquakes. Who can stop it? Nobody can.
Right.
Nobody can. Just pray that them tornadoes and the winds and that mourning and that death and everything, just pray it's on your side and it's fighting for you.
Right.
How? You better find the Israelite school closest to you. You understand? You better find one closest to you. We got the transportation to the kingdom.
Right.
We got the transportation to the kingdom. You better find a school next to you and pray you eligible to get on the train that we conducted, man. You understand? We got the transportation to the kingdom over here.
Right.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Verse 9.
Uh-huh.
And the kings of the earth.
Oh, Donald Trump, who?
And the kings of the earth.
Bill Gates, the Rockefellers, all of them. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth.
Uh-huh.
Who have committed fornication.
Uh-huh.
And lived deliciously.
Ooh, all of the basketball team owners and baseball owners and all of them, all the Karens out there that's living deliciously. Go ahead.
With her.
Uh-huh.
Shall bewail her.
Oh, now they're going to feel so sorry and cry out for her. Go ahead.
And lament for her.
Oh, it's going to be just full of tears and just full of misery and sorrow when they see America burning, when they see their mansions burning and their cars burning and their children burning. When they see it, when they're hungry and starving and dirty and helpless and worried and full of sorrow, and full of pain,
right,
and full of destruction,
right,
and being chased by death. When that thing happens, they're going to be so sorry and so sad. And guess what? We can't not help them. You understand?
Right.
Most High God is doing that to them.
That's right.
Hakeem's not doing it. You understand? LaQuasia's not doing it.
Right.
That's the Most High God chasing them down with that, and they
That's
deserve
right.
it. They deserve it. They deserve it for what they did to Hakeem and what they did to LaQuasia. They deserve it. And guess what? According to the Bible, they're going to get it. You understand? Let's keep going.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Oh, they're going to see this disgusting place burning. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait.
Right.
Even if I got to burn with it, I pray as I'm burning, I can see it burning too.
Right.
You understand? Let's keep going.
Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city. We're going to be standing afar, saying, at last, that mighty city. Go ahead. That mighty city, for in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, which means in a short period of time, go ahead. Is thy judgment come. And it's all over. Right. That fast. That's right. That's how the Most High God's going to deal with this filthy, disgusting society. You understand? That's how he's going to deal with them. And he should deal with them like that. Right. America's going to burn, and they deserve to burn. You understand? That's right. They deserve to wither away, man. That's right. Black man, woman, and child, I suggest you separate from America, separate from the society, separate from this place, because America's going to pay for all the treacherous deeds that they have done to our people, that they continue to do. The Lord's going to repay them, man. And make sure the Lord is on your side, and make sure that you on his side first. Right. You understand? And the Lord will take care of the rest, man. With that, I'm Priest and Officer Shalayala, representing the Israelite School of UPK. Come out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Subscribe to Hudson Valley on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We got an Instagram. You know, go on to Instagram, I.S.U.P.K, Hudson Valley. Go on Twitter, man. Go on and follow us. Leave your comments and questions, your remarks, whatever the case may be. Find a school near you. Support all of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Tune into Black Watch Also, go check the website out, www.isupk.com. We out here putting this work and for our people, and we're going to keep going until Christ return, a black man who's on our side. You understand that? Stay strong out there. Shalom.